Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. This week, I'll be daily driving this laptop right here. This is a Toshiba Satellite L20. Originally released in 2006 and featuring an Intel Celeron M370, 1GB of RAM and a 60GB hard drive, how usable is this laptop in 2022 as a daily driver? Let's find out. Alright, first off, time to set this laptop up. Most drivers were already installed by default and I already downloaded the GPU drivers for the previous review I made for this laptop. The only missing drivers were the drivers for the speakers. I tried searching for them online, but I could sadly not find any working drivers, so I'll have to use this laptop without its speakers. Now on to installing programs. Installing programs didn't go so well. A lot of programs would not install due to either Windows 7 issues or due to the install of Windows being 32-bit. Firefox did at least install, which allowed me to test out web browsing and watching YouTube. Web browsing is just barely doable on this laptop. Pages load very slowly, but hey, at least they load. Watching YouTube is also an experience. YouTube only works if you select the quality as 144p, and even then, YouTube really doesn't run all that well. So web browsing is just barely doable on this laptop, but watching YouTube is not a thing you can do with this laptop. The battery in this laptop sadly does not hold a charge anymore. While using this laptop on the go, I could only get around 5 minutes of screen on time before the battery would die. Now let's have a look at the laptop itself. This laptop really doesn't have that many cool features or stuff that's out of the ordinary. Near the power button you have some buttons to control the music, and above that you can find a status LED for the hard drive and status LEDs for caps lock and num lock. The touchpad on this laptop is on the smaller side, but it works well and the buttons are really satisfying to press. It's not the best touchpad ever, but it's still quite a nice one. Due to missing drivers, I could not get all keyboard functions to work, but the basics work. Screen dimming is done by pressing function and F6 or F7. Disabling the touchpad is done by pressing function and F9. And enabling numlock, you need to press function and F11. Now on to gaming. The only games that this laptop is able to run are the simple built-in Windows card games. Although they come by default with a Windows 7 install, they are still quite fun to play and this laptop could handle them. But if you want to play anything more graphically intense, you're out of luck, since the CPU and GPU in this laptop are already getting pushed running this game, and anything more graphically intense just does not run on this laptop. Something that this laptop can actually do is running a simple text editor like WordPad. Using WordPad, I could write a script for this video, and since the keyboard isn't really all that bad, this laptop is actually quite nice for text editing. Since most image editors didn't work on this laptop, I had to use Paint to make a thumbnail. Even in Paint this laptop was struggling, so the end result of what I could make is really not too good. And with that, this video comes to an end. Now, is this laptop still usable in 2022? In my opinion, it's not usable anymore. With a combination of a weak CPU and an obsolete GPU, this laptop struggles with most basic tasks. One good thing is that the fan in this laptop is actually tuned pretty good. Even when this laptop is under a heavy load, this laptop stays pretty quiet. Although the battery doesn't last that long, I won't take that into account since the 16-year-old battery working is quite rare. Then onto the design. I don't like this design. The laptop is quite unoriginal and basic, although I can forgive that as this laptop was a budget offering back in 2006. But having no extra features except for some music controls and basic function keys and a 3x4 aspect ratio screen combined with a weak hinge, the design of this laptop really doesn't look good to me. Combine that with the performance of this laptop in 2022 and I can answer the question of is this laptop still usable in 2022 with a definitive no. And with that, this video comes to an end. Thanks so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!